Oh my. What happened here?
Dad, those people are no longer moving. I think they're dead. We need to report this to the police.
What police? What are you talking about? Where did you get this idea?
Some scenes and dialogues may not be suitable for young audiences. Viewer discretion is highly recommended.
Kimmy, help me here. This one's very heavy.
Many years ago, there was a boy named Kimmy. His parents were both illiterate and never knew what it's like going to school, so he ends up the same way. He doesn't know how to read and write. His parents are jobless. The only means of living his parents knew was to steal and gather leftover foods from restaurants and other food stores. They transfer from one abandoned house to another almost every week. It is easy for them to move very quickly since they don't have any personal belongings to bring with them, and they don't even have their own clothes.
Good work, son. Food like this means we can go a little longer without scavenging outside too often.
One day, Kimmy's family found a very spacious house. Their instincts tell them that there are no people living in this house. Compared to the previous houses they occupied, which are almost empty, they found a lot of amazing things inside this house, aside from the chairs and tables.
We should be careful. We don't know how long this house has been abandoned, or it will stay abandoned forever.
We'll be fine. We'll stay hidden and leave if we sense danger.
Kimmy, however, doesn't feel the same way and was actually mesmerized. On their first day, he ran across the smooth floors, marveling at how free he felt. He discovered strange objects like fluffy seats, tall tables, a yellow duck that doesn't move, a giant rectangular box with a shiny handle that gleamed in the dim light, and a big box with a semi-round bump on the back, kind of like a turtle's shell, he thought. Going back to the kitchen, he asked,
Mom? What's inside the big rectangular box with big, shiny handle?
Oh. That must be where they're keeping the food.
Okay. So how do we open it?
I don't know. That handle looks very heavy to pull up. I guess we just have to wait for someone to open it. And when somebody does, we'll quickly sneak in to get the food we want.
Why don't we ask Dad? Maybe he's strong enough to pull up the handle.
Your dad left this morning. He said he will go somewhere to hunt food for us.
Kimmy waited for his father, but his father also could not figure out how to open the door of the huge rectangular box. Days went by and Kimmy was very happy to stay in this house, until one Saturday afternoon, he heard footsteps going towards the front door.
Mom? There are people coming.
Quick. Go somewhere to hide and I will follow you shortly.
Kimmy did as he was told and patiently waits for his mom. While waiting, he can't help but take a peek on the people who suddenly arrived. These people were carrying what looked like big, rolling boxes with wheels, and they have also worn bags on their backs. The taller girl is wearing a popcorn shirt and patchwork jeans, while the other girl is wearing a peasant blouse and a patchwork jeans as well, and the boys are wearing polo shirts and slightly faded jeans. One of the girls moved towards the front of the big box with a semi-round bump on the back, and pressed something. Kimmy heard a click and then suddenly, there are people moving and talking inside the big box. Kimmy went out of hiding and went under the table to take a closer look.
Whoa, what was that?
Kimmy exclaimed. Kimmy was clearly mesmerized by the moving and talking people inside the big box. He never knew that people could fit inside the big box with ease, until now. While the other people went upstairs, bringing with them their big, rolling boxes with wheels, one of the girls sat down to that giant, comfy white cloud and soon fell asleep. Kimmy continues to stare and focus his eyes on the screen of the big box with a semi-round bump on the back. Although he doesn't exactly understand what the people inside the big box are saying, he was just glad that the people don't seem to care about his presence and acts as if they don't see him. Since then, Kimmy would patiently wait for the girl to turn on the big box. He would sometimes climb up the table when the people are not looking, so that he could have a better view of what the people inside the big box are doing. He also took this as an opportunity to steal food served on the table, when the people are not looking, or went away for a short while. One day, Kimmy woke up and found out that he's alone. His mom and dad were not around.
Oh. They might have gathered some food elsewhere.
As he was walking towards underneath the table in the kitchen, he heard very loud noises that hurt him. He was so scared that he ran away but not sure where to hide. A few minutes after the noises stopped, he bravely decided to get out of his hiding spot and went to the room where the big box with a semi-round bump on the back is located. There, he saw the people were not moving and lying on the floor. There are holes in their bodies and red liquid are coming out of those holes. Kimmy was terrified and ran back to the kitchen. He tried to stay calm and breathe slowly to process what just happened. He thought of watching the talking and moving people inside the box just to make him feel at ease and comfortable, but don't know how to make them appear. It's almost late in the afternoon when Kimmy's parents arrived.
Oh my. What happened here?
Dad. Those people are no longer moving. I think they're dead. We need to report this to the police.
What police? What are you talking about? Where did you get this idea?
From the people behind the wall, I mean. From the people who were talking and moving inside the big box. I heard one of them saying that if you see a dead person, you should report it to the police.
My son. You're not making any sense. I know you're still shaken and scared about what happened. Perhaps you should take a nap and try to forget what happened.
But Dad,
Enough, Kimmy. Do as your father says.
Kimmy pretended to be sleeping, but he thought that he needed to do something. While his parents were preoccupied with preparing their food, Kimmy decided to do what he thinks is the right thing to do. He sneaked out of the house and run as fast as he can. He will go to the police and tell them what happened. Although he doesn't know where to go, and where to find the police, and what does a police look like, Kimmy just keeps walking and sometimes running. Along the way, he met a lovely girl dressed in rainbow-colored retro skirt, with blue eyes and small blue ribbon on her head.
Hello? Do you know where I can find the police?
Yes. Just go straight ahead and turn left when you reach the Sunrise Cafe in the corner of that highway. The third building you'll see after the Sunrise Cafe is a police station.
Thank you so much. You're so lovely.
I know. I'm the most beautiful girl in our village.
The lovely girl walked away, and Kimmy was still in awe of the girl's astounding beauty. It took him several seconds before he was back to reality and remembered his mission. After about an hour of walking and running, he finally reached his destination. He assumed that it was the police station after seeing a car similar to the one he saw in the big box.
This must be the police station that girl is talking about.
He entered the building without anybody noticing him. He walked slowly, for he was a bit tired. He noticed that there are people in some rooms, while others are empty. Finally, he decided to enter a room at the end of the hallway, where he heard someone humming a familiar tune that he might have heard from the big box.
Excuse me, madam? Are you the police? There are dead people in our house.
The woman irked and screamed upon seeing Kimmy. She started throwing anything towards his direction. Kimmy was surprisingly very good in evading any random objects being thrown at him, until the lady reached out for a long wooden stick. Kimmy ran as fast as he can, when he saw the woman was about to attack him using the stick. Some people saw him running out of the building and showed signs of disgust upon seeing him. He never run this fast in his entire life, and almost forgot the directions the lovely girl told him. Good thing, he remembered the Sunrise Cafe, for having yellowish neon lights. Kimmy was very exhausted when he finally reached home. It's almost midnight when he saw his mother was waiting for him on the entrance of their hiding spot.
Mom, please forgive me? Will you ever forgive me? I promise that I will stay home and will never leave again without you and Dad.
Kimmy's eyes were watery, and was about to burst into tears upon saying,
Mom, The police tried to kill me. I was so scared. I don't mean to disobey you. I was just trying to help the people behind the wall.
Hush now, my son. I know you don't mean it, but obviously, you've learned your lesson. I love you and there's no reason why I won't forgive you. From now on, please don't ever forget that we're just mouse. We should not interact with people, or else, our lives would be endangered. To them, we are just some dirty and disgusting creatures.
It doesn't take long when Kimmy felt sleepy while crying. His mother helped him lie down in a corner, and put on some shredded paper both on his sides to make him feel comfortable. His mother began humming a familiar tune to help Kimmy sleep soundly. Strangely, the tune is somewhat similar to that of the woman humming in the police station.
Thanks for watching. Follow us on our social media channels and be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos.